Hello, people of the YouTubes. My name is Bo. This is Bo's Guitar Lab. This is my first video, so fuck you if you think it sucks, because it probably does. Anywho, I build guitars and modify guitars and do all things guitar because I'm bored and I love guitars. So what we have here today is this is a Squier crafted in China J5 Telecaster that I have modified to my liking because I did not care for the 2-volume 0-tone control that it came with, and the muddy, nasty pickups that it came with, and the tuners also sucked. So basically, to start from the beginning, what I had done with the original control plate, as you see here, Noah, my cameraman, could you do me a favor and zoom on that a little bit? So this control plate here originally came with these two holes. These two holes only. And you had, it was flipped this way, you had your bridge volume, which was all the way to the front of the guitar, and your neck volume, which was to the back. Which totally doesn't even make sense when you put it on your guitar, because that would mean it'd be backwards from any other guitar. Now I guess if you only use your bridge pickup, that might be okay, but I like to use both. So what I had ended up doing with this is I had first added a third hole, which is where I put a 250K tone pot on that was just a master tone for both pickups. I didn't really like that, and I didn't like the fact that we were running hot humbuckers on 250K alpha pots anyway. So what I ended up doing is I switched out the 2 volume pots and I switched out the tone pot with CTS 500K pots. Ran a 047 capacitor on the tone and tried that with the stock pickups. Still, they were muddy. Bridge pickup was trebly. Neck pickup was okay at lower volumes, but mudded out like crap as soon as you put any sort of gain to it. So then I found this pair of PRS SE pickups on Craigslist for like 20 bucks. So I threw them in here just to see how it would do. And at that point I had added a mini pot because that's the only thing I could fit in this other 4th fucked up hole that I drilled non-uniformly in there. So that was my second tone control that I had added, and that sounded like shit too. So basically what I ended up doing is I ordered a blank control plate, no holes at all. Took my measurements as I was going to use 4 full-size 500K CTS pots, drilled the holes uniformly, installed them, and from front to back I went neck volume, neck tone, bridge volume, bridge tone, which makes sense to me, and I love the way that it's set up. I looked all over online for pictures of or videos of any Telecaster control plate that has ever had 4 pots full size in it, and I have yet to find any. So if you have any links or ideas of, you know, ones you've seen, I'd like to know, because I searched and searched and searched and could never find anything. Pickups now. What I decided to go with pickups, the bridge pickup is actually a 1975 to 1979 DiMarzio Super Distortion bridge pickup. It's putting out almost 14 ohms. Was the reading on it. I know it's 75 to 79 because it has the square tabs, brass tabs, as opposed to the rounded ones that you would usually get on the newer ones. So I picked this up used, obviously, from a store in Seattle, which is kind of near me. the guy had it laying in a pile of shit. There was no leads on it. He just, you know, ran it on his tester and showed that it was, you know, producing ohms resistance. So I picked it up for 30 bucks, which was a killer deal for me. So I put that in the bridge, and my neck pickup, I actually went and got a Seymour Duncan Jazz bridge pickup. Now the reason why I went with the Jazz bridge pickup and put it in the neck position is because the volume is really similar and the output is extremely similar to the bridge DiMarzio pickup I have in here. And I really just love, like, I can just get some really nice, like, bluesy tones out of the neck pickup, and I can get some really great lead tones out of the bridge pickup. It has, I left the stock 3-way switch in here, which, I mean, it's kind of like, basically what I was going for on this build was, I love Telecasters, as you see over here, and we'll do these ones at a later date. But I also love the sound of a Les Paul. I don't have money for a Gibson Les Paul, and even if I did, I don't think I would buy one. I love the play and feel of a Telecaster. I really love the play and feel of this Telecaster, and I wanted to just try to get like a Les Paul sound out of it. And I'm pretty sure I've accomplished that with this. A little background on this guitar, it is the J5 Squire edition, not the Fender. It is a alder body, I believe. It's got the double binding, front and back, or top and bottom, white or cream binding, I guess you would say. It has the just a standard 6-saddle adjustable bridge, string through body like every Tele. It has some really shitty tuners on it, and I replaced those with some black Grovers, which are wonderful. About the only thing I haven't replaced on this thing, mechanically wise or sound wise, would be the nut and the bridge. Other than that, everything's pretty much updated, you know, as far as not the actual body and neck. Now, the neck is a maple neck. It's a very kind of, I guess it'd kind of be like a C-shaped neck, I guess. I know J5, when he, you know, talked about building these guitars or having them made to his spec, he's got small hands, so he wanted kind of a nice, you know, small neck to play on, and it's really nice to play on. I mean, you know, I got short fingers, but I got very wide palms, so it kind of, you know, it's easy for me to play, and I really enjoy it. I thought it was a rosewood fretboard, or maybe even possibly ebony, but after doing some research, apparently it's Indian laurel, which I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of it before. I believe it is 22 fret medium jumbos, which are nice, good condition, no fret buzz anywhere. One other thing I did for the pickups in the control cavity is I have some copper shielding tape. I did all the cavities, switch cavity, pickup cavities, control cavity, all with shielding tape. Yeah, really, I mean, it's just a cool guitar. It's unique. I think one thing I might do is I might change out the pick guard, because I'm not a huge fan of the chrome one, and under the lights it just blinds everybody in front of you, so it's really not that cool to me. I mean, it's cool just playing here in my jam room, but you know, you can literally blind people if you're on stage with it. and the lights hit it just right. So I might change that out. But oh, I also put black strap locks on it, Dunlops I believe, which I do that. I put strap locks on all my guitars because, well, I've dropped so many of them in the past that I don't really want to do that anymore. I guess I can kind of just do a little sound test. It's probably going to sound like absolute shit because I'm using a Canon bought at Costco on sale camera with no external microphone, and you probably hear my son / cameraman Noah breathing more than you'll hear any good guitar, but I might as well give you a little demo anyway. I'm playing through a PV Valve King 100 half stack. Let's see, I'm running an effects loop with just a handful of effects, but I'm not gonna play any of those. I'll probably just give a little clean tone, and then I'll give it a little drive tone. So this right now, this would be the bridge pickup. I usually like to roll the tone off just a little bit, take a little bit of the brightness out of it. Oh, one more thing I got coming in the mail is treble bleed circuits for both volume pots, so I don't lose any tonal qualities as you turn the volume down on the pickup. So that's coming. I just ordered those out, should be here this week sometime, but not really necessary for this deal. Go to the middle. Neck. Overdrive. Probably turn it down just a smidge. Start off with the bridge position. Kind of cock back the tone a little bit.